My name is Veronica Winters-Everly. This is my journey of survival through abuse, depression, and despair that led to unimaginable events. As a result, my suicide attempt left me dead momentarily in the hospital. But today, I am healthy, and I'm here to introduce you to a leading-edge, revolutionary program of hope and healing for our nation in crisis. I was a victim of sexual assault at the age of 21. This trauma created a pattern of behavior that led me to marrying an abuser. This abuse lasted for many years before I finally divorced and went to live on my own to raise my two precious children. Little did I know that my trauma was being passed on to my daughter and son without any outward signs. My daughter was vivacious, passionate, full of life. Her name was McKenna. And one of the things McKenna wanted most in 8th grade was to be in the school choir. It was the night of her first concert. She had new clothes, new shoes. She was so excited. Went to her room. What I thought she was doing was taking a nap in preparation for that evening. Well, that 8th grade concert never happened for McKenna. When I knocked on her door to wake her so she could get ready for the evening, I found that the door was locked. When I finally got the door down, I found her inside, and she had completed suicide. This brought more pain than I ever thought was possible to bear in this lifetime. This led me to spiraling into a deep depression and brought me to despair and my first suicide attempt. You see, I just wanted to be with my daughter again. Then my son Noah started using drugs. We worked through this, and he eventually went on to serve our nation in the Army. But when he returned, the demons of addiction returned too. We fought this together, and at nearly 1 year sober, we celebrated his new potential. But soon after that, he relapsed, and he did not survive a drug overdose. Now I had lost the most precious things in my life, both of my children. After years of fighting a depression deeper than I could ever imagine possible, and after many decades of therapy and other treatments, I threw in the towel and made my final attempt at suicide. I took over 50 Percocet, ended up in the hospital where I died twice and was revived twice. That is when I found the profound solution that I want to share with each of you today. My psychotherapist pleaded with me to try something different than anything we had tried before. It was a revolutionary approach to reducing trauma and improving resiliency. Within only 6 weeks, I began to feel my depression lift, and for the first time in decades, woke up with no desire to commit suicide. And by 3 months, was no longer consumed by my PTSD. I learned that my brain could be rewired and form healthy neural pathways that led me to being able to go from being in just the survival mode every day to now being an active advocate for helping others. I wanted to know how we can help change the way we approach trauma survivors and recovery methods. After decades of therapy with temporary and only modest results, I was finally introduced to a solution that took 6 months to complete and that gave me back my life and my well-being. I want every woman trauma survivor out there to have access to this program. To achieve this, we need more research and data in order to become widely accepted and integrated into the mental health community, plus become part of everyone's healthcare and insurance benefit package. Please join me today to fund a study of 100 women survivors to participate in a 1-year program for hope and healing that will help us make this dream possible for thousands of women. Please join me today in memory of my dear children, McKenna and Noah, as we fight for those without hope and those that have died in despair, as we create new solutions to trauma recovery and suicide prevention.